Imagine stepping into a world where the air is thick with the scent of rain, sunlight barely touches the ground, and every sound around you whispers a mystery of the wild. But here's a question. Do you know how many countries share the Amazon rainforest? It's more than you might think. Stick around as we uncover the secrets of this breathtaking jungle. Welcome to the heart of the Amazon rainforest. This is the first video of our Amazon series, where we'll dive deep into the mysteries of this incredible jungle. From its breathtaking landscapes to the fascinating wildlife, hidden tribes, and even the challenges it faces, there's so much to explore. And trust me, it's going to take more than just one video to cover it all. So, get ready for an unforgettable journey through the world's largest rainforest. In our last part of the video, we asked you, do you know how many countries share the Amazon rainforest? Well, here's your answer. The Amazon rainforest stretches across 9 countries. Yes, 9. The majority of this lush green paradise lies in Brazil, covering about 60% of the total rainforest. But the Amazon also extends into Peru, Colombia, Venezuela, Ecuador, Bolivia, Guyana, Suriname, and even French Guiana, a French overseas territory. But why is the Amazon so massive? What makes it so unique? Let's dive into its incredible geographical aspects. Spanning over 5.5 million square kilometers, the Amazon rainforest is the largest tropical rainforest on Earth, often called the lungs of the planet because it produces 20% of the world's oxygen. Flowing for over 6,992 kilometers, the Amazon River is one of the longest and most powerful rivers on Earth. It carries more water than the next 7 largest rivers combined. More than 1,100 tributaries branch out from it, creating a vast network of life-giving waters. The Amazon is not just a flat jungle. It has mountains, floodplains, and even rare white sand forests. The region experiences high humidity and torrential rains almost year-round, with an annual rainfall of up to 3,000 millimeters. This rainforest is home to 10% of the world's known species, from the majestic jaguar and colorful macaws to millions of unknown insects. Every step through this jungle uncovers new life forms waiting to be discovered. What's next? The Amazon rainforest stretches across 9 countries, each playing a unique role in this vast ecosystem. First up, Brazil. The largest portion of the Amazon is in Brazil, covering about 3.6 million square kilometers. This is where you'll find the Amazon River Basin, the famous city of Manaus, and a huge number of indigenous tribes. Next, Peru. The second largest portion belongs to Peru, home to the Tambopata National Reserve and some of the most diverse wildlife in the entire rainforest. Colombia's share is smaller, but it includes the Amacayacu National Park and some of the most unexplored parts of the Amazon. In Venezuela, the Amazon includes Canaima National Park, known for Angel Falls, the tallest waterfall on Earth. Ecuador may have a small portion, but it's incredibly rich in biodiversity. Ecuador's Amazon is home to Yasuni National Park, where thousands of undiscovered species exist. Bolivia's Amazon is unique because it has both rainforests and savannas, creating a mix of wet and dry ecosystems. Though small in area, Guyana's Amazon is still pristine and home to Kayatur Falls, one of the most powerful waterfalls in the world. Almost 90% of Suriname is covered in forests, making it one of the most untouched parts of the Amazon. Lastly, French Guiana. A territory of France, this region has one of the most preserved rainforests protected by European conservation laws. The Amazon is not divided by straight borders but follows natural divisions like rivers, mountains, and indigenous lands. Some parts are highly protected, like in Ecuador and Peru, while others, especially in Brazil, face deforestation and human expansion. The Amazon Cooperation Treaty Organization, or ACTO, helps these countries work together to protect the rainforest. Now that we know how the Amazon is divided, let's go even deeper. How do people live here? Who are the tribes and how have they survived for thousands of years? Let's find out. Alright, let's test your knowledge again. Do you know how many trees are there in the Amazon rainforest? Think about it. The Amazon is the largest rainforest on Earth, stretching across 9 countries and covering over 5.5 million square kilometers. Imagine standing in the middle of it, towering trees above you, their roots digging deep into the ground and an endless sea of green stretching beyond the horizon. Now let's put it this way, if we counted one tree per second non-stop day and night, do you know how long it would take to count every single tree in the Amazon? More than 12,000 years. That's how many trees we're talking about. The Amazon rainforest has over 390 billion trees. Now here's another challenge for you. How many different species of trees do you think exist in the Amazon? Let's make it interesting. Think of all the different trees you know. The mango tree, the oak, the pine. Now multiply that by hundreds. What if I told you that scientists once tried to classify all the trees in the Amazon, and after decades of research they still haven't found them all? What we do know is that there are about 16,000 species of trees, each one playing a role in this massive ecosystem. Some are medicinal, some provide food, and some are so rare they've only been seen a handful of times. And here's the crazy part, even today researchers are still discovering new species. The Amazon remains a mystery, a never-ending treasure hunt of life and nature. Let's talk about some of the most prominent and mysterious trees of the Amazon. The kapok tree, one of the tallest trees in the Amazon, reaching 200 feet high. Ancient tribes believe it's a sacred bridge between the earth and the spirit world. Its massive roots, known as buttress roots, spread wide like giant tentacles. The Brazil nut tree is so important that it can only be pollinated by a specific type of bee. Its fruits look like cannonballs, and inside are the famous Brazil nuts that we eat. Then, there's the rubber tree, the tree that changed history. Its sap was used to make rubber, leading to the Amazon rubber boom in the 19th century. Now this is where things get weird. The walking palm. Some believe this tree can actually move across the forest floor, slowly shifting its roots over time in search of sunlight. Scientists still debate this, but local legends say it's real. The sandbox tree, also known as the dynamite tree, is deadly. Its spiky bark is toxic and its seed pods explode with a loud bang, launching seeds at 160 miles per hour. It's nature's own time bomb. The strangler fig starts as a vine, wrapping itself around another tree. Slowly it tightens its grip, suffocating the host tree until it dies, leaving behind a hollow, twisted trunk. And finally, the dragon's blood tree. Cut its bark, and a red blood-like sap oozes out. Indigenous tribes use it for medicine, believing it has healing powers. But have you ever wondered how densely packed these trees are? In some areas, you can walk barely 10 steps before seeing hundreds of trees surrounding you, their branches tangled together, blocking the sunlight completely. The Amazon is like a living, breathing maze of nature, so thick that some places have never even been touched by humans. Now that we know the numbers and some of the wildest trees, let's go even deeper. What are the rarest plants and flowers hiding in this rainforest? Some glow, some trap insects, and some smell like rotting meat. Let's explore them next. Now let's shift our focus to something even more powerful. A force of nature that shapes life in the Amazon like nothing else. The Amazon River. Before we dive into its wonders, here's a quick challenge for you. Do you know how much area the Amazon River covers? Take a guess. Is it bigger than a country, a continent? How massive do you think this river really is? It covers a staggering 7 million square kilometers. That's almost the size of Australia. This is not just any river, it's the largest river in the world by volume, and the second longest after the Nile. It flows for an unbelievable 6,992 kilometers, or 4,345 miles. You might think the Amazon is only in Brazil, but that's far from the truth. It flows through 7 countries: Brazil, Peru, Colombia, Ecuador, Venezuela, Bolivia, and Guyana. It starts high up in the Andes Mountains of Peru and snakes its way through the continent, feeding thousands of tributaries before emptying into the Atlantic Ocean in Brazil. The Amazon River holds 20% of the world's fresh water. That means 1 out of every 5 glasses of water on Earth is thanks to this river. The river and its rainforest absorb massive amounts of carbon dioxide, producing 20% of the planet's oxygen. It's literally helping us breathe. Since there are barely any roads in the Amazon, the river is the main transport route. People travel on boats, canoes, and ferries, connecting remote villages to cities. More than 3,000 species of fish live in its waters, including the giant arapaima, a fish that can grow up to 10 feet long. Indigenous tribes rely on fishing for survival. Many dams on the Amazon's tributaries generate electricity for South America. However, this is controversial as it disrupts natural ecosystems. For centuries, indigenous tribes have thrived by the Amazon, living in perfect harmony with nature. Their houses, known as malokas, are made from palm leaves and wood, raised on stilts to survive the river's floods. Most families depend on fishing for food. They use handmade nets and wooden canoes to catch piranhas, catfish, and tambaki. Since the river floods large areas, people plant crops like cassava and bananas on floating islands of soil called terra firme. The Amazon's people are experts in using the jungle's plants for medicine. The bark of some trees is used as painkillers, and certain roots can cure fevers. Jaguars, anacondas, and caimans roam nearby. Yet the locals respect them and rarely hunt them unless necessary. This river is more than just water. It's the beating heart of the rainforest. Without it, life in the Amazon wouldn't exist. But here's a question to leave you wondering. Is there a hidden river flowing beneath the Amazon? Some scientists believe an underground river just as long as the Amazon flows silently beneath it. Could this be real? We'll uncover that in the next episode. Now let's take a moment to listen. Can you hear that? The Amazon isn't just a land of trees and rivers. It's a symphony of life. And the true musicians here are the birds. But before we dive into their world, let's test your knowledge. Did you know? How many birds do you think call the Amazon home? Is it in thousands? Or even millions? And how many different species of birds do you think live here? Take a guess. But be warned, the numbers might surprise you. The answer? More than 1.3 million birds live in the Amazon. That's a mind-blowing number, almost like having one bird for every person in a small country. And when it comes to species, the Amazon is home to over 1,500 different species of birds. That's nearly 1/3 of all bird species in the world. But why so many? Just like bees, birds help pollinate plants. Hummingbirds, with their rapid wing beats, are essential for keeping many Amazon flowers blooming. Birds like toucans and macaws eat fruits and drop the seeds far and wide, helping the forest regrow and expand naturally. Without them, many trees wouldn't survive. Some birds, like vultures, help clean up dead animals, preventing disease and keeping the Amazon ecosystem balanced. Many indigenous Amazonian tribes believe birds are sacred messengers connecting humans with the spirit world. The harpy eagle, for example, is seen as a powerful guardian. Some birds in the Amazon are so rare and extraordinary that they seem like creatures from a fantasy world. Let's meet a few of them. Macaws, the rainbow kings of the sky. They mate for life. Once they find a partner, they stay together forever. They eat clay from riverbanks, which helps neutralize the toxins in their diet. The spectacled owl, the mysterious hunter, large, dark brown with bright yellow eyes. Nocturnal, comes alive at night, swooping silently through the jungle. The harpy eagle, the Amazon's apex predator. One of the largest eagles in the world, it can snatch up a monkey mid-air. Its talons are bigger than a grizzly bear's claws. The Hoatzin, a bird from prehistoric times, nicknamed the stinky bird because it smells bad due to its unusual digestive system. It eats leaves and ferments them in its stomach, just like a cow. Living in the Amazon is not easy. Birds must deal with predators like jaguars, snakes, and even humans. Here's how they make it. Some birds, like toucans, blend into the forest while others use bright colors to warn predators they are toxic. Macaws have powerful beaks to crack open tough nuts while eagles have razor-sharp talons to catch prey. Owls like the spectacled owl use the cover of night to avoid danger. Many birds stick together in groups to protect each other from predators. Every morning, the Amazon rainforest wakes up to a concert of bird calls, a living reminder of just how vital these creatures are to the planet. But here's a question for you to think about. What would happen to the Amazon if these birds disappeared? Would the jungle still be the same? We'll explore more in the next episode. The Amazon, a world within a world. A place where nature reigns supreme. But beyond the trees and rivers, there's something even more fascinating. The creatures of the Amazon jungle. Before we dive in, here's a question for you. Did you know? How many animal species do you think live in the Amazon? And how many of them are found nowhere else on Earth? Think about it, but don't answer too quickly. The truth is beyond imagination. How many animals call the Amazon home? Brace yourself. The Amazon rainforest is home to over 3 million species of animals. And when it comes to vertebrates, over 400 mammal species, 1,300 bird species, 400 amphibians, and 500 reptiles roam this endless jungle. But here's the real shocker. Nearly 10% of all known animal species on Earth live in the Amazon. That means if we gathered every animal from across the planet, at least 1 out of 10 would be from here. Now, let's meet some of the most exotic and mysterious creatures of this untamed paradise. Prominent and exotic species of the Amazon. The jaguar, the ghost of the jungle. The largest predator in the Amazon, jaguars are stealth hunters, striking with a single powerful bite. Unlike most big cats, jaguars love water and often hunt near rivers, taking down prey like caimans and capybaras. The Amazonian monkey kingdom. From the tiny pygmy marmoset, the smallest monkey in the world, no bigger than your hand, to the loud howler monkey which can be heard from miles away, the Amazon is a monkey paradise. Monkeys swing between trees using their tails like an extra arm. The anaconda, the silent giant. The green anaconda is the heaviest snake in the world. It doesn't bite to kill. Instead, it wraps around its prey and squeezes until there's no escape. These massive serpents can grow over 30 feet long. The blue morpho butterfly, the flying gem. One of the most beautiful butterflies in the world, its wings shimmer in electric blue when hit by sunlight. But here's a trick, it's actually brown underneath, helping it hide from predators. The basilisk lizard, the Jesus lizard. Ever seen a lizard run on water? This creature does exactly that, using speed and special foot movements to sprint across rivers before sinking. The harpy eagle, the Amazon's sky king. This massive eagle can lift monkeys and sloths straight out of the trees. Its grip is so powerful it can crush bones with one squeeze. The giant otter, the river's playful predator. These 6-foot-long otters may look cute, but they are apex predators in the water. Even caimans, small alligators, fear them. The mysterious Amazonian tapir. Imagine a mix between an elephant and a pig. That's a tapir. It plays a vital role in reforesting the jungle by eating fruit and spreading seeds far and wide. How do these animals survive? Living in the Amazon is a constant battle for survival. Every animal has adapted in unique ways to thrive in this wild, unpredictable world. Camouflage and stealth jaguars, snakes, and frogs blend into their surroundings to avoid predators or to ambush their prey. Speed and agility. Monkeys, lizards, and birds rely on quick movement to escape danger. Poison and venom. Some of the deadliest creatures here, like the poison dart frog, carry toxins that can kill in seconds. Water adaptation. Creatures like caimans, anacondas, and otters use rivers to their advantage, hunting or hiding beneath the water's surface. Tree dwellers versus ground hunters. While sloths, monkeys, and birds rule the treetops, jaguars, tapirs, and snakes dominate the forest floor. The Amazon's animal kingdom, a world unlike any other. The Amazon isn't just a rainforest, it's a living, breathing network of creatures, each playing a role in keeping the jungle alive. But here's something to think about. What would happen if these animals disappeared? How would it affect the balance of life on Earth? Stay tuned, because we're far from done exploring the mysteries of the Amazon. The Amazon is often called the lungs of the Earth, but it's also home to millions of people. Over 30 million people live in the Amazon basin, including indigenous tribes, settlers, and city dwellers. And yes, there are modern cities deep inside the jungle. Let's explore some of the most fascinating ones. Manaus, Brazil, the heart of the Amazon. Located deep inside Brazil's Amazon rainforest, along the mighty Rio Negro River, Manaus is the largest city in the Amazon rainforest with over 2 million residents. It started as a small settlement but exploded in growth during the rubber boom of the 19th century. Despite being in the middle of the jungle, Manaus is a thriving metropolis with skyscrapers, shopping malls, and even an opera house, the Amazon Theater. It's also a major gateway for Amazonian exploration, where visitors begin their jungle adventures. Iquitos, Peru, the city with no roads. Located in northeastern Peru along the Amazon River, Iquitos is the largest city in the world that cannot be reached by road. You can only fly in or take a boat through the Amazon River. Imagine living in a city where your only way out is by plane or boat. Despite its isolation, Iquitos is alive with markets, historic buildings, and a unique floating village called Belén, where homes rise and fall with the river tides. The city is known for its connection to Amazonian shamanism and the famous ayahuasca retreats. Leticia, Colombia, the hidden Amazon capital. Located at the border region of Colombia, Brazil, and Peru, Leticia is Colombia's Amazon capital, a vibrant city sitting where 3 countries meet. It's a mix of Colombian, Brazilian, and Peruvian culture, with delicious Amazonian food, crafts, and music. The city is also home to thousands of parrots, which gather every evening in the main square. From here you can easily cross into Brazil or Peru by boat. No need for a long road trip, just hop on a canoe. Santarém, Brazil, where 2 rivers collide. This city is famous for the meeting of the waters, where the dark Amazon River and the clear Tapajos River flow side by side without mixing for miles. Santarém is smaller than Manaus but plays a crucial role in Amazonian trade and tourism. It's also close to Alter do Chão, often called the Caribbean of the Amazon because of its beautiful white sand beaches. How do people live in these cities? Living in an Amazonian city is unlike anywhere else in the world. The people here have adapted to life surrounded by the jungle, balancing modern life with nature, homes and architecture. Many houses are built on stilts to avoid flooding during the rainy season. In Iquitos, some homes even float on water. Transportation. Instead of highways, Amazon cities rely on boats and ferries. Even in big cities like Manaus, the river is the main road. Markets and food. The food is completely unique, featuring exotic Amazonian fruits, fresh fish and jungle spices. Ever heard of piranha soup? It's a real delicacy here. Culture and traditions. Despite urbanization, many Amazonian cities still celebrate indigenous traditions, music and festivals, blending ancient ways with modern life. The challenges of cities in the Amazon. But here's the big question. Should cities be built inside the Amazon? While these cities provide homes and jobs for millions, they also pose major environmental challenges. Deforestation and expansion. As cities grow, forests are cleared for buildings and farms. The loss of trees affects the entire planet. Pollution and climate impact, urban waste and industrial pollution threaten rivers, wildlife, and even the people living here. Balancing growth with conservation, the Amazon is one of Earth's last great wild places. Can we expand cities while still protecting nature? Amazon cities, a paradox of nature and modernity. The Amazon isn't just about trees and rivers, it's a living, breathing world where people and nature exist side by side. But as cities grow, so does the responsibility to protect this rainforest. So, what's the future of Amazonian cities? Will they find a way to balance urban life with nature, or will they slowly eat away at the jungle? We'll keep exploring this mystery in our Amazon series. Tribes of the Amazon, guardians of the rainforest. More than 400 indigenous tribes live in the Amazon rainforest, with a total population of over 1 million people. Many of these tribes have lived here for thousands of years, mastering the art of survival in one of the most extreme environments on Earth. Some have contact with the modern world, while others remain completely isolated, avoiding all outside contact. Let's explore some of the most fascinating Amazonian tribes and how they survive in the heart of the jungle. Deep in the Amazon, between Brazil and Venezuela, the Yanomami are one of the largest indigenous groups in the Amazon, with over 38,000 members. They live in communal houses called chabonos, which can hold up to 400 people under one roof. The Yanomami are skilled hunters and fishermen, using blowguns and poison darts to catch their food. They believe in shamanism, where spiritual leaders communicate with nature and spirits for guidance. In central Brazil, near the Xingu River, the Kayapo are known for their colorful body paint, elaborate headdresses, and lip plates. The Kayapo are fierce protectors of the Amazon, leading movements against deforestation and illegal mining. They use ancient knowledge to grow food in the jungle without harming the environment, something modern society is only beginning to understand. In the northeastern Amazon, Brazil, the Awa are often called the world's most endangered tribe. They are nomadic hunter-gatherers, constantly moving through the rainforest, never staying in one place for too long. Many Awa still live completely isolated, avoiding all contact with the outside world. They raise wild animals as pets, including monkeys, parrots, and even jaguar cubs. The Matses are known as the jaguar people because they use tattoos and facial decorations that resemble a jaguar's whiskers. They are expert jungle trackers, able to read the forest like an open book, detecting animals, weather changes, and hidden dangers just by observing the trees and ground. One of their most mysterious traditions is using frog venom as a natural medicine, which gives them heightened senses and energy for hunting. The Amazon still holds a huge secret. There are over 100 uncontacted tribes that have never had interaction with modern civilization. They live completely cut off, deep in the forest, choosing to avoid the outside world. Some have been spotted from the air, but they immediately disappear into the trees. Scientists and governments have made strict rules to protect these tribes from outside contact because their immune systems are not built to handle modern diseases. Even a common cold could be deadly for them, but why do they stay hidden? Some believe they are protecting sacred secrets of the jungle, while others fear contact due to the destruction brought by outsiders. Imagine living in a world without grocery stores, roads, or hospitals. These tribes have developed incredible ways to survive in the rainforest. They hunt monkeys, fish, birds, and even insects. Some tribes use blowguns, spears, and bows and arrows to hunt silently. The Amazon has over 40,000 plant species, many with powerful medicinal properties. Indigenous shamans use herbs to treat wounds, fevers, and even snake bites. Most tribes build huts from palm leaves and bamboo, designed to blend into the jungle and protect from heavy rains. Many travel by canoes, navigating the Amazon's vast river system. Many believe in nature spirits, animal gods, and ancestors guiding them through dreams. Mysteries of the Amazon tribes. The indigenous people of the Amazon hold secrets that modern science is only beginning to uncover. Some experts believe the Amazon once had massive ancient cities now swallowed by the jungle. Evidence of underground structures and mysterious carvings have been found in certain regions. Why do some tribes choose complete isolation? Do they know something that the outside world does not? Indigenous shamans use plants that modern medicine has never studied. Some believe the cure for many diseases could be hidden deep in the rainforest. The future of Amazon tribes. Can they survive? But here's the real question. Will these tribes survive in the modern world? Or will deforestation, illegal mining, and climate change erase their way of life forever? Deforestation. As trees are cut down, tribes lose their homes. Illegal mining and logging. Many tribes are forced to move as outsiders take over their land. Disease and exploitation. Contact with outsiders often brings sickness and destruction. Many indigenous groups are fighting for legal rights to protect their land and traditions. Organizations and governments are working to keep the Amazon's ancient cultures alive. These people are the true protectors of the Amazon, living in harmony with nature in a way modern society has forgotten. But will they survive the changes happening in the world today? Or will they fade into history, taking their secrets with them? Stay tuned as we continue unraveling the mysteries of the Amazon rainforest in our next episode. The lost city of Z, a hidden civilization. Deep inside the Amazon, countless explorers have searched for a lost city, an ancient hidden civilization buried beneath the jungle. This legendary place is called the City of Z. It was first written about by Percy Fawcett, a British explorer who was obsessed with the idea that a vast advanced society once thrived in the Amazon, leaving behind golden temples and secrets beyond imagination. In 1925, Fawcett and his team vanished without a trace while searching for this city. Some say they were killed by indigenous tribes, while others believe they discovered something and never returned. But here's the twist. Recent satellite images and archaeological finds suggest there were massive ancient cities hidden beneath the trees. Scientists have uncovered evidence of large networks of roads, geometric earthworks, and buried settlements, proving that the Amazon once had civilizations far greater than we ever imagined. Could Fawcett have been right all along? And if so, where is the lost city? You've heard of anacondas, but have you heard of the megaconda? Local tribes and explorers claim that deep in the Amazon, there is a massive, unknown species of anaconda, far bigger than anything ever recorded. The largest known anaconda today is around 30 feet long, but legends speak of snakes more than 50 feet long, as thick as an oil barrel, capable of swallowing a human whole. In 1907, a British colonel claimed to have shot a 62-foot-long anaconda, but his story was dismissed. However, recent unexplained disappearances and blurry footage from deep jungle explorers have fueled new theories that a monstrous anaconda species could still be lurking in the Amazon's waters. Fact, or just an ancient jungle myth? Imagine a river so hot that it boils anything that falls into it. Sounds impossible, right? But deep in the Amazon there is a real river that does exactly that. The Timpishka River, also called the boiling river of the Amazon, has water temperatures reaching 93 degrees Celsius. That's hot enough to cook animals alive. Scientists have studied this phenomenon and discovered that the river is heated by geothermal energy, but local legends tell a different story. According to indigenous mythology, the river was created by a powerful spirit, punishing those who disrespect the jungle. Some elders claim that if you listen closely, you can hear whispers and warnings in the steam. So what's the truth? Science or something supernatural? Recent explorations have uncovered something incredible. A network of underground caves and tunnels beneath the Amazon rainforest. Ancient carvings, artifacts, and even fossilized bones of massive prehistoric creatures have been found inside these tunnels, raising a mind-blowing question. What if the Amazon has hidden, underground civilizations that we have yet to discover? Some locals believe these caves lead to El Dorado, the legendary city of gold. Others claim that strange creatures have been seen emerging from these tunnels at night. Scientists are just beginning to explore these caves, but what if something down there was never meant to be found? The Amazon is home to some of the most unexplained UFO sightings in history. For years, bright, glowing lights have been spotted hovering over the jungle, moving in ways that no human-made aircraft can. Some even disappear into the dense rainforest, never to be seen again. Locals believe that these lights belong to the Sky People, ancient beings who have lived in the jungle for centuries. Some indigenous stories even speak of visitors from the stars who taught their ancestors advanced knowledge before vanishing into the mist. But here's the real mystery. NASA and the Brazilian government have both investigated these strange lights, but their reports remain classified. What are they hiding? The Amazon is a place of vanishing. Over the years, countless explorers, treasure hunters, and scientists have gone missing without a trace. Some blame wild animals, others blame hostile tribes or the harsh jungle environment. But there are cases where no evidence was ever found. No bodies, no clues, nothing. One of the most famous cases is Colonel Percy Fawcett's disappearance while searching for the lost city of Z, but many others have followed, entering the Amazon and never returning. Could there be something in the jungle that doesn't want to be found? The mysteries of the Amazon are far from over. Lost cities, strange lights, giant monsters, underground tunnels, disappearing people. Is the Amazon just a rainforest? Or is it something far more mysterious and unexplored than we can even comprehend? There's so much we still don't know about this ancient, untouched world. Perhaps some secrets were never meant to be discovered. Or perhaps the Amazon is simply waiting for the right explorer to unlock its final mystery. The Amazon is more than just a rainforest. It's a world of wonders, mysteries, and untold stories. And we've only just begun our journey. Stay with us as we continue to explore every hidden corner, every secret, and every marvel of the Amazon in our upcoming videos. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. There's so much more to uncover, and we want you to be part of this adventure.